So you've just finished applying to US universities, but those hot college admissions juices are still flowing and you've just got to release them somewhere. What to do? Well, you might consider looking north. I know what you're thinking, but they're smarter than they look, and if you can get past their thick Canadian accents, you'll be pleasantly surprised to find a great nation, distinct from the United States in every sense, apart from geography, language, people, and culture. A great nation with as many as 4 universities that you might consider applying to. 4 universities with no early admissions policies and deadlines starting as late as January 10th. Why not make Canada the afterthought of your admissions journey? Among these 4, 3 are located in beautiful Ontario. Times Higher Education ranks the University of Toronto 21st in the world, around the likes of Tsinghua, Michigan, Northwestern, and Duke. It's pretty comparable to many US top 20 schools, but like Canada itself, it's bigger, less competitive, and cheaper because Canadian dollars aren't real. The good news is they're very clear about the kinds of students they're after, but the bad news is that you're going to have to use the exclusive Ontario University's Application Centre. So how do we apply? First, let's hit up the OUAC website, link in the description. Click Undergrad, then select 105F for international students, then fill out our personal information, academic background, and then choosing your program, which is a little more complex. Let's select Ontario, and you can see a list of all the programs on offer, and once you've got the program code on the right, you can add the codes in the Add Program section. For some of the programs, you also have to rank residential colleges by preference. It doesn't really matter and mostly just determines where you live, but click on the question marks and look at some pictures first. It seems that Trinity and Victoria are the most competitive, and you would have to select Trinity, Victoria, and Innis as your first choice in order to get them. After you've added your programs, you can rank your programs by preference as well. You do have to ask your high school to send your transcripts over, and you'll need a minimum TOEFL of 100, about 1300 SAT, and 2 SAT 2 subject tests or AP exams, or you can use a Garkov score. But where are the essay questions? Well, another Canadian aspect of this application is that you don't receive the program-related essay questions until after you've applied to them, at which point they may or may not make you write some essays about why you're interested in that particular program. On the other hand, the application makes it very easy to simultaneously apply to any other school in Ontario. If you can believe it's a real name, you might consider McMaster, which at number 77 in the world is about equivalent to Boston University, Pennsylvania State University, and Emory, comparable to a top 50 school in the US. Some students also apply to Queen's University before February 1st, and the University of Waterloo before February 1st or March 29th for most programs, because they just love applications so much. Canada is famous for its safety, and that goes for its schools as well. Canada is America's best kept secret, and I would advise any international student to add some Canadian schools to your school list. Even if you never particularly dreamed of Canada before, you might find in May that your Canadian options have a better international reputation than your American ones. And to your surprise, you may just discover that supermarket brand America turns out to be more to your taste. Disclaimer, Canada's great, there's nothing wrong with it.